This weather report is brought to you by Telfast. Break through hay fever allergies with Telfast. Available from Chemist Warehouse.
Today's main stories now, and parts of the southeast are cleaning up after an intense storm cell dumps more than 130 millimetres of rain in an hour. The Queensland government will not appeal the New South Wales Supreme Court decision on the 2011 flood class action that ruled in favour of flood victims. Police are searching for 3 men who robbed a Gold Coast jewellery store and threatened an employee at gunpoint. And another attempt to recover 8 bodies from New Zealand's White Island will begin tomorrow morning. It's impossible for Santa to miss this dazzling display in Brisbane South. Now in his 9th year of entering the 4KQ Christmas lights competition, Peter Lay has transformed his Algesta home into a Santa wonderland. The big man in red even stops by for a visit on weekends. You can vote for Peter's entry in the 7 News People's Choice Award at 7news.com.au. Your chance to win $1,000. For anyone wondering whether a health problem might be brewing, there's a new way of finding out. A high-tech health screening service scans healthy patients from top to toe, looking for early signs of disease before symptoms emerge.
Until now, 50-year-old dad Vito Uliana has avoided doctors, but he's checked into Australia's first comprehensive preventative health clinic, where he'll undergo a battery of tests, including genetic screening.
The fact that I've lost a few close friends at a young age spurred me on to make sure that I'm looking after myself, and number one is my family too, that I'm around to look after them.
Full-body MRI and CT scans check for evidence of 20 common cancers. Every organ is scrutinised.
Well, the idea really is early detection is going to save lives.
Rodney Sorosky is convinced 4 hours of testing will unearth something.
53 now, so it's that time we start to think about things.
The earlier disease is detected, the better the treatment outcome. So far, doctors have found hidden problems in every patient. Buried deep inside this person's brain, the tiny aneurysm would otherwise never have been detected.
The good thing about that is that it's going to make sure that we put all the preventative measures in place to stop that aneurysm getting bigger.
The checkup costs a hefty $2,000 and it's not covered by Medicare or private health insurance. But for those who believe in prevention, it could be a life-saving investment.
People spend that money on their dog, so it's a money well spent, I'd say.
Vito's results will be back in 2 weeks.
It's a sitting waiting game now.
Jackie Quist, 7 News.
Now to the weather, and Tony, what's the latest on today's storms?
Well, Max, it's all fairly quiet this evening. We've seen a few cells develop inland this afternoon, and at the moment they're mostly weakening, though please keep an eye out for a couple of cells moving to areas near Highvale and the Samford Valley. They are likely to sweep further east over the next hour or so. A general severe thunderstorm warning is still current inland in this yellow area here. That was a different story to last night, where storms went against those prevailing winds and managed to push all the way towards the coast. Now, it wasn't a supercell, but it did bring heavy rain. 130 millimetres is just an hour and a half in Brisbane. That's more rain than the previous 7 months beforehand. On to the forecast now. Around the nation tomorrow, the heat remains in Perth, 41 degrees there. A little bit more comfortable in Adelaide, though, a mostly sunny top of 23. Back to Queensland, and severe fire dangers are on the cards tomorrow for central and southern districts in orange here. Now, here's my storm forecast for tomorrow. Expect most of the activity extending from central districts down towards the southeast coast, with severe storms a good chance in the southeast in the red shades here. In the north tomorrow, drying out on the east coast, pushing up to 34 degrees in Cairns and Townsville. Heading south, as I mentioned, storms running from about Emerald down the coast and ranges all the way towards the New South Wales border. Now back to the southeast, we'll see a cooler wind change stalling around the Gold Coast. Storms are most likely through northern parts of the region ahead of that change, maybe even the odd dangerous supercell thunderstorm as well. Please keep an eye out for any warnings. Temperature-wise, high 20s by the coast and bayside, up to the early 30s inland, and remaining fairly humid. So in Brisbane, an 80% chance of rain in the form of a shower or storm, most likely in the afternoon, 23 up to a top of 30 degrees, and pushing the crystal ball a little bit further. Saturday also brings the chance of an afternoon storm, but this time it's only at 40%. It should be dry for most of the day and dry through Sunday as well. In Ipswich, tops of 33 and 36 degrees on Saturday and Sunday, but remaining mostly dry through the course of the weekend, heating up again to a top of 41 degrees on Monday. Gold Coasters, well, that next round of heat won't last too long. 33 degrees on Monday before a late cooler change, back to 26 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday with mostly sunny skies the whole time. Now onto the Sunshine Coast, 7-day forecast remaining dry from Sunday into next week, though there is still that 30% chance of a couple of drops on Saturday afternoon. Now here's Liz Cantor with a look at the beach and fishing conditions.
Thanks, Tony. With the grass areas around our beaches burnt to a crisp at the moment, I'm sure if showers eventuate, they won't bother anyone between the flags. Unfortunately, the forecast for surfers is nothing to rush out for. Waves are tiny and the ocean is patchy with seaweed. Following tomorrow's southerly change, the point breaks and bays such as Tea Tree and Rainbow will be the pick for sheltered conditions, but tidal changes are unfavourable for surfers with a large early high. The full moon is getting the fish going. Top Catch Charters doing the right thing and releasing this small shark at the Gold Coast Seaway. Winds should remain light enough to head offshore and try your luck over the reefs. Thanks Real Fishing for these pictures. Clear the beach at any sign of lightning with a forecast for afternoon storms. I'll be back tomorrow night with the latest. See you then.
Thanks, Liz. And that's all from us this Thursday. Thanks for your company. Updates throughout the evening. Sunrise tomorrow starts at 5:30. From all the team, have a good night.